I, why is the lights off? Where is everything? Why is it load shedding? I bet you there isn't, because now I'm here. Hey, welcome back everyone to Love Island episode 7's review. Anyways, I'm just gonna go straight into it right now. We start off with who was the most popular voted person on the island apparently, and you guys chose Rochelle. Yeah, so she got to go on a date with anyone of her choice. This is apparently what I was reading before the show, and she chose Jay. Anyway, so how this went was basically the same as it ended with her and Ian last time. Baseline friendship, nothing that's gonna accelerate. And I know that she's liked by a lot of people on the show, but Rochelle, what do you want? You know, all I can think of for you is there's Cake Net, there's Vrosuk Boer, and if all else fails, there's knick-knack ads, because I can't think of anything else for this lady, man. But she is interesting though, because she has super high expectations, and I think we all want to see what she really wants in the end, and she could potentially win the show, so that would be interesting. The next thing that popped up was Thimna and Lebo. These two do seem to be on a good wavelength. They cleared the issues about Durang probably getting in the way of them having a relationship, but it seems like Lebo wanted to know Thimna more, and this does come later in the episode. They both seem quite cool and assertive with one another, and I actually like that because these guys do seem like they can get quite along quite well with each other. And the next part was Ian and Scavia was having a conversation, and this was about Millie, I believe. They were talking about Millie, or am I'm messing up? It was Jay and Scavia that were having a talk, which was about Millie, obviously, and it seems like Millie is obviously more interested in Scavia, and I don't know, because she just seemed at not just the beginning of this episode, but all the other episodes, like she's just talking around with everybody, and I think Summer's getting not feeling good with her, not trusting her, maybe even because she's going around wine tasting like they say on the show, and who does she want, really? That's what the others are probably thinking, but we know that she wants Scavia. Anyways, the next thing was Chris was basically, he just feels like he's connecting with everyone on the villa. By the way, I dig these Nikes on the show. Nike's fantastic. I need a pair of those. Anyways, he thinks he's been connecting with every girl on the island. Well, the villa. And that's just what he feels, but he has been going around, and even the guys in the show have been saying that he's been going around, and he does look like he's gonna make a move soon. Who knows? He had a talk with Thimna, and they just had very good vibes in this talk. Thimna described it as an amazing conversation, so it looks like Thimna might want more from him. Anyways, breaking news. I don't even know if this is breaking news, but Millie and Jay break up. Yeah, I don't know if this is sad or not, but the relationship wasn't actually going anywhere. Honestly, I'm just gonna say this, what I think about it, because when this show started, episode 1, Jay was the first guy that came through, and I think Millie stepped forward not because she probably wanted him, but she just stepped out there to like be the first girl to break the ice, to break everything. She just seems like that person, and obviously it doesn't look like it's gone anywhere. What more can I say about it? She just doesn't feel the connection with him, and I don't think he's like progressing that way either. Next, there was this girl called Thalia, and she was teased. Again, obviously not introduced in this episode, we could just expect that already, and this, I think, is disappointing. Why not? How about just don't even tease them and rather just bring them in out of nowhere, because that would be enjoyable actually for the viewers. There was actually a quote, I even stole it from Asadi. He said, "No one gets what they want when we all try to keep as friends." I'm keeping that for life because that is actually a good one for him. But then again, if you go for more than friends, you could lose the friendship. That's the only thing that I see in this learning from life. He had this conversation with Thimna, both ways about Thimna giving him advice with Eren, and him giving advice about who she wants. So it was a nice conversation between them. Sarah also thought that Eren and Assad's relationship is not gonna last because she thinks that if one of them pull out or goes away from each other for too long, it's just gonna be over. And I kind of agree with this because there can't be any mess ups in that relationship after what's been going on in recent episodes. The next thing we skip to is no one loves Lebo and Chris like Lebo and Chris because these guys just had a connection with each other I don't mean like they in love and stuff, but I just mean they have like this bro code that's better than any of the other bros on the show. They've actually been like the key connection with each other, and they're so honest with one another, and they just probably discuss everything together. So because they're new in the show, and it seems like Love Island decided to give them their freedom of choice of who they wanted to go on a free date, picnic with. Lebo chose Thimna and Chris chose Rochelle. Now, for Thimna and Lebo's date, they looked like they actually had fun. They had serious convo, and they had like a fun talk with each other. Thimna basically likes Lebo's attitude, and she's very open to knowing him way more. Lebo was complimenting her all the time, and she obviously liked that. And they even like played a mini game together, which I think is kind of cool. And Rochelle and Chris, you see, Rochelle's being difficult, as we all know, and Chris, she already had a red flag. She mentioned it to him about Chris that's just openly flirty as a person, and she already ruled that off and told him she doesn't like it. So now it's like it was kind of like she was trying to push him away already. That's how it felt for me in a sense. But they did have like similar interests or similarities in the show when they were speaking to each other, and we'll see what Rochelle does because that's all on her. He could have gone for it if like she was more open, but it's all on Rochelle, guys. She literally controls what goes on there. The next thing that happened was Eren is just basically skeptical of Assad. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, nothing more. Summer and Chris was having conversations, and it looks like it was going good. To a disappointment for Cage, who actually didn't seem like he was liking this. This seemed like it was going to cause a fallout between Cage and Summer because obviously Cage is into her and he wants more from her, but Summer was speaking to Chris and saying that she wouldn't have picked him in the real world, which is kind of sad, and like she just says he's too loud. She wants a quiet guy and he's more outgoing, and they don't have similarities. That's what she was saying, and she said, well, it's complicated because maybe she might fall for him if he gives more of what she probably wants. Well, Cage was basically, I don't know, disappointed when she was talking for him for too long, and that she's like enjoying more time without him than with him, and I think he was just disappointed about that, and he just didn't like it. Yeah, and Summer just basically also thought that the communication between them sucks, because that's what she said to Cage himself. Oh well. Millie feels for Scavia obviously, and she wants more out of him. She feels very affectionate towards him, and Scavia is just playing it cool, giving the same energy that she gives, and it's just lovely to see that there's a better connection, which isn't even a couple on the show, but now they're just their own thing. I don't know, because Millie and Jay obviously isn't sleeping together, and they may as well just be sleeping together now, because that just seems to be on the move. Critical point in the show was there was girl talk, which had evolved around Millie, so all the girls were talking together, and they were just kind of disappointed in Millie because they obviously thought, what's going on, you speak like to everybody, and you just maybe whispering, and everyone was just talking about her whispering behind their backs, and well, everyone's back, and Millie almost seemed like she was gonna get emotional because of this, but they all fixed it. She apologized, and the girl solved it. 1, 2, 3, and it was done. So there isn't actually issues anymore. And it looks like they fixed it, apologized, move on. Scavy has basically been upgraded from Boot to Brew from Jay because of their honest talks, not just about from each other, but also to do with Millie and who's more interested. And all I gotta say is that's just one of the respect moment of the shows, because well done. Yeah. Next came beer pong. Now there wasn't much in this. It's obviously fun. Do it with your friends. And the only two highlights for me in this was Lebo and Erin had a kiss. Themna didn't seem like, I can't say she didn't like it, but she wasn't disappointed because she knew, and Lebo did tell her that he was like interested in Erin as well, and so there wasn't anything wrong with that, but they did share a good kiss. I don't know what Asad is feeling after that. Summer and Chris also had a kiss here. Oh no, Cage, he didn't even speak to her for the rest of that night. That guy is low-key mad, probably still at this moment, I don't know. Millie and Scave here, meanwhile, went behind everyone's back. Not saying that they wanted to do that, but just chilling in the bed, and they were having playful conversations, which was nice to see, and they basically smooched until the message came, and the Islanders had to gather, and basically we can't vote for someone out, but whoever was voted for the least, they are going out the show. And the 3 on that list was Sarah, Jay, and Summer. And to our disappointment, they said they're gonna reveal it in the next episode. That's fine with me for now. Actually, I didn't like that, in fact. They should have just cleared whoever it was. And in my opinion, I actually think it's Jay, because out of the 3, I can't blame Sarah because she's been on the screen the least out of those 3. Summer is not even giving all herself, but she was talking more in the last few episodes. But Jay, he's kind of been the same since the start. He hasn't changed anything. He hasn't pursued anything. He hasn't spoken deeply with anyone. He hasn't shown interest. And I think he's the one that's leading the show, man. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Please like, subscribe, share. I'll see you again, guys. Bye.